Matilda is a musical based on a children's novel written by Roald Dahl. It's a story about a young girl who is unique.
Matilda is a very bright girl and she loves to read, but her parents don't like that at all. She lives in a pretty hard family. Her parents call her dumb and they don't like her. They put her in a school who has a really mean principal, but there is a very nice teacher, Miss Honey, and that's who Matilda's teacher is. Matilda and Miss Honey had like an immediate bond.
And together they discover how to cope with their lives.
Our two actresses who play Matilda, Blair and Hannah, do an absolute wonderful job of understanding that Matilda can and does rise above what's been given to her.
Hannah brings a different perspective because she's a little bit older and she has the best voice I've heard on an 8th grader in a very long time. You will be stunned if you see a show with Hannah in it.
Blair, on the other hand, is, to me, visually, is Matilda. I mean, she looks the part, she sings the part. Matilda is a prankster, and Blair definitely fits that part. Audrey Randall portrays Miss Honey, and Audrey just has that beautiful persona that brings that character to life. Her mannerisms, her kindness, her love, all of those characteristics that make a great teacher, she definitely portrays and puts out there on the stage. The character of Trunchbull has always been portrayed on stage as a male portraying the female part of Trunchbull. And that was a hard thing for us to decide is how we want to proceed with that. And Jonah did an excellent job of portraying that mean, overbearing principal type to come across extremely strong and to be scary.
We have to act scared the whole time. He's amazing and phenomenal. He doesn't try to make us all laugh, but we all want to laugh whenever he's on stage. That's for the audience's job.
In the show, the comedy comes through, and it's kind of a dark comedy, I would say, comes through the parents of Matilda, the Wormwoods. And Mr. Wormwood is played by Bill Lewis, and Bill does an excellent job of being a parent that you would never want to be, to be quite honest. And then Mrs. Wormwood, oh my gosh, just an over-the-top performance by Jenny Beutner as Ms. Wormwood. It is a comical part, although I guess it kind of does get a little dark, but Jenny does a fantastic job. Gavin Clark plays Matilda's older brother, and he has come up with a character that is definitely of his own, but definitely fits the part of what you would think a Wormwood's son would be. In the show, Matilda has, I would say, a confidant, where it's the librarian.
Mrs. Phelps is played by my mom, and she's like that art teacher in Harry Potter, and she's just so hilarious.
Garrett Hollowell is one of our actors who, first off, he plays the doctor in the very beginning and has this wonderful solo that is just about the joy of life. He then comes back later and plays the part of the escapologist, and this is all a part of the story that Matilda's telling the librarian. This show has a unique situation in that we've got basically a cast of 3 different groups. We've got our little kids who make up the classroom area with Matilda. Then we've got the older kids, and then you've got your adults, of course. But that older kid group, we've assembled an incredibly talented group of kids who are about high school, college age, but they do a great job. They're fantastic dancers. We've got some incredible singers there.
The kids are so good at just doing what they do and really have a lot of energy whenever they are performing.
You should come see Matilda, number one, because I'm sure if you have children, they're obsessed with it, thanks to Netflix. It is such a fun show. It has the highest highs, the lowest lows, but at the center of it is this little girl who has so much heart.
It's a very heartwarming story. It's got some extremely wonderful talent. It's got a storyline that will tug at your heart. It will put you in a great mood at the end. And all I can say is call now, make your reservations, get down here to Granbury on the square and see Matilda.
It is too early for you,